Hello people and welcome back to my channel. Power here again, and today we're going to talk about electric skateboard remote. There's been used quite a lot out there in the community and I do use it quite a lot myself. I did have quite a good experience with a lot of different remotes. The Tramper ones, the VX1, the VX2, the new prototypes. Well, take a look at the video on the description below, you can see what I'm talking about. The Park and the rest of them. All good remotes. All remotes have their pluses, their minuses. However, you always come to a certain amount of remotes you kind of almost trust. There's no remotes out there you can trust 100%. Everything is electronic, everything can fail. However, some of the remotes have been used so much by the community out there that you kind of start to trust in them just a little bit more than others. One of those remotes is VX2 by Flipsky. I have a bit of history with this particular remote. About 2 years ago I had the VX2 non-pro. I think it was the first batch shipped to me. The difference is the screen not colored. That's all it is to it. So if you got a VX2 which is shaped like that, it's exactly the same, but the screen will not have the color on them. I had a bit of a trouble with the remote, it didn't work. There's few videos on my channel, you can take a look if you want to. However, time moved on, company has incorporated a lot of changes to the product and the quality now is much better. However, don't just take my word for this. I have asked my awesome members of my group, We Skate Freedom, their opinion on VX2. And here we go. Take a look at the screen right there. This is what I've got as a reply. So a lot of people, as you can see, have used and are using VX2 and they find it to be quite reliable. I'm already using two VX2s on different builds of mine. The Tsunami got one of the VX2s and she's doing great. Well, that's why she is blue. By the way, that's the case printed by Lee Rad, my mate. Really nice, really nice work. Anyway, so I've got other few boards, they're not here unfortunately on display, that I am using VX2 on, so I got 3 in total. However, I had to get another one because I want to build another board. Actually, I'm in the middle of building one, so here we go. Another VX2, but newest batch. So what we do is now, guys, we're going to shift towards my workbench. We're going to open up the box, see what's inside, and I will tell you just a little bit more about it up close, so you can see the remote much better. Okay guys, so now we're a bit closer. So this is how the remote looks like. When you turn this remote on, it does have an LCD screen that gives you some information of your board. So what you do get on it is your remote battery, your board battery, your speed, you do get miles an hour and the rest of it. Because it is connected via UART, it is quite comfortable because you don't really have to do much configuration on the VESC tool. You literally just plug it in and it works. The only thing you do is you calibrate the remote. It's very easy. When you go through the screen, it does tell you exactly what needs to be done. This remote can work, or show you either miles an hour or kilometers an hour. It is a thumb operated remote. This is my favorite. The spring on it, well, it is quite good. It's not too stiff, it's not too loose. However, on one of my remotes, this one here, the one I used the most, and as you can see, it's a bit older because the newest ones, what you do have is a little dimple on the wheel. I had to add an additional spring because the brake was getting stuck. Well, just maybe because I've been using this remote for a while, perhaps, or maybe the newer remotes now have a better spring. I don't know. Yesterday I wasn't happy with my VX2 because the wheel was getting stuck at the brake position. So today I've done a bit of a upgrade to it, double spring, and now, oh, it's gorgeous. It's much stiffer, but well, it's not put together, that's why it fell out, but it's much nicer now. Well, definitely better. I think this should make the spring a bit stronger. So this remote is 2.4 Hertz bandwidth. It does have a color screen, as you can see. I wouldn't 100% trust all these numbers, especially the speed. It's okay, but sometimes it shows the speed a bit higher that you normally go and ride with. So to be fair, I don't really look at the screen when I ride. The only thing I want to know that this remote will not disconnect, and also, you know, comfortable enough in my hands, which it is. The company does claim that this remote can work for 12 hours with rechargeable internal battery. That's roughly right. The remote I had for about 2 years now gives me about, I would say, 6 to 7 hours worth of riding. So now let's take a look what we do have inside the box. So if you order yourself the Flipsky VX2, and by the way, this will set you back about $75, okay, plus shipping, I believe. Now, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, with this code right here, you can get yourself $10 off the remote. Pavel. So remember that code. So now, inside the box, you get the manual, which is quite useful to have. Everything you need to know is in the manual. The pinouts, how to calibrate, and the rest of it. Okay, quite straightforward and simple. You also do get the receiver. Where are you, baby? There we go. As a receiver, really small, very, very thin, which is quite nice. You get the cable to connect the receiver to your VESC or EC. By the way, guys, if you have trouble sometimes with having your remote not responding, try swapping out the RX and TX cables. Normally solves the issue. And here we go. This is the remote itself. It is quite nice. You got this rubberized plastic kind of finish, which feels really nice in your hands. I got quite big hands, and it does feel nicely in my hand. The spring, as I mentioned before, it is quite nice. Yeah, it feels quite good. The little raised bit on the actual wheel makes a bit of a difference. It kind of gives you that feel, that grab of the center of the wheel, which is quite good. Then you have your on and off button and a menu button. As simple as that. Obviously comes with a strap, so that's it. And if you turn it on, comes up with the Flipsky logo and comes up with all the data you will expect to see on it. You also will have the charging cable with it, and that's it pretty much what you get. Few things to mention, as I never had situation where this remote would disconnect from the VESC, which is quite good, or never had it fail really so far, besides the spring, and that's pretty much it. Obviously you can go for like a 3D printed case, because I don't know, I just wanted to color code it to my build, and yeah, and just have a bit of extra protection on the remote itself, but you don't have to do that. So that's it, guys. This is where we are. Do not forget to calibrate your remote, yeah? The movement of the wheel needs to be calibrated. So this will be it for this video, guys. So VX2, 75 bucks. Normally you don't get any import duty charged when it comes from China, especially if you just get single remote and not a batch of them. So it's up to you. Yes, it does work. A lot of people use it. Again, there are little flaws in it. However, nothing is perfect out there. Hopefully you liked the review. It hopefully helped you. Subscribe, like, share, you know, all the good stuff. But most importantly, build and ride safely. See you very soon.